Coming up on a positive note,
Let it go, let it go.
Princess Power, the real-life fairy tale that's helping sick kids heal in the Bronx. Plus,
I still have a part of my dad here.
a Long Islander meets the family of a man who gave him his new heart.
Yeah.
And some Brooklyn families are expanding in the most beautiful way.
Xavier, who'd you get married to today?
Mommy.
You're watching News 12 Plus, where all of our news is good news. I'm Jadea Murray, back with another half hour of heartwarming stories across our tri-state. Let's start off with a quick dip in Connecticut, where a woman brought home not one, but 2 Guinness World Records, and she did it all in 1 week. But that's not even the wow factor in the story. Take a look.
I love open water.
The Westport Weston YMCA is Liz Fry's home training ground, at least when it gets cold outside.
I'm back in the pool because it's almost December, but if I could be outside swimming, I would be outside swimming.
Last week, Fry's love for the open water got her not 1, but 2 Guinness World Records.
This year's Guinness World Record Day was about adventures. That was the theme.
As the 60-year-old
I'm sorry, did he say 60?
became the oldest female and oldest person overall ever to finish the Ocean's 7 swims.
The North Channel took me 11 hours and 13 minutes.
Fry braved 50-degree water
It's very, very cold.
and vicious lion's mane jellyfish.
Your next 2 days are going to be terrible with all the jolts of venom that's going through you.
To finish a journey that's taken her from Hawaii
I've been a speck in the ocean between Oahu and Molokai. I don't think I've ever felt that small.
to New Zealand.
Beautiful island, but the people were just absolutely beautiful. I highly recommend going to New Zealand.
Liz says a lot of people have helped her along the way, from her support crew to her role models.
I've been inspired by so many people that have led me to know that swimming is a lifetime sport. Officially amazing.
Now, she says she hopes she can inspire a new generation to discover the joys of the open water.
If you want to swim the Westport point to point, you know, you got plenty of time right now to start your training. Come down to the Westport Y, I'll be happy to, go out for a swim with you.
There's zero chance that I'm getting in that ice cold water with you, Miss Liz. I'll cheer you on from the shoreline, though. But 60? Oh my gosh. Well, Elizabeth isn't the only person in our tri-state going above and beyond. In Long Island, a bagel store employee went the extra mile, 185 miles to be exact, to be the upstanding citizen we all aspire to be.
Vinny Proscia, a baker at a bagel store in Middle Island, served up a big heaping helping of what it means to go above and beyond.
I get another hug.
The Ronkonkoma husband and father drove 185 miles one way to Pennsylvania to deliver a customer's car key fob that was left behind in the bagel shop.
It was the right thing to do.
Diana Chong says she left the key fob while buying breakfast Saturday morning for her 2 daughters and husband. They were traveling to a Friendsgiving celebration in Honesdale, PA. Diana says she jumped back into the minivan that was still running and drove nonstop to the gathering. That's when she realized something was very wrong.
I go to lock the doors, there's no keys. I was like, no, it can't be. And I was like, could the car actually get all the way to Pennsylvania without the keys? Sure enough, it did.
Chang remembered she left the key fob at the bagel shop and called in a panic.
She's like, what am I going to do? I miss work. I was like, just text me the address and I'll bring them to you. I was like, it's no big deal.
The trip that was supposed to take 3.5 hours took 6, but that didn't change Vinny's mind.
Once I commit to something, I'm doing it.
When he arrived at 10 o'clock that night, there was a big group waiting to thank him.
Everybody was there. Everybody came running out.
We can't believe that somebody did this for us, but now he's invited to our Friendsgiving every year.
Now get this. Our big-hearted bagel friend Vinny drove the 185 miles back to Long Island, took a 1-hour power nap, and then opened up the bagel store the next morning. That's what we call a commitment to the positive lifestyle. Now here's a quick story that'll make you smile. He calls himself Man vs. Impossible, and he says he's pulled jets, planes, and cars. So News 12 Westchester put his strength to the test. Can he pull the Thunderbolt 12?
I can pull anything, anywhere, anytime. I'm going to pull you to Times Square.
Woo! I wonder if he can pull my life together after spending the weekend binge watching Netflix. Now, switching gears, there's a musician from the Bronx who always dreamed of making it big. Well, talk about coming full circle, because he was invited back to his alma mater as a featured artist in their big music festival.
It's more a safe haven than an instrument for Egenom Segbefia.
Regardless of everything that has happened in my life, the one constant thing that has been there to kind of help me and guide me was the trumpets.
From trying to hide his accent when he came to the Bronx from Nigeria 20 years ago, to going after his dream of playing music for a living. Filling the tunnels at Grand Central with triumphant, playful songs 6 hours a day. Stopping commuters in their tracks.
And I wanted to go to Manhattan School of Music. I knew at the time I wasn't good, so I just said, I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna play every day, play every day, play every day. And doors just ended up opening for me because I put myself out there.
This week, he's walking through the same hallways at Lehman College where he took music classes when he was a student at Celia Cruz Bronx High School of Music. Running into his high school music director on the way to rehearsing for the Johnny Pacheco Latin Music and Jazz Festival at Lehman College, which runs through Friday. An old professor invited him to be the special guest artist.
When you see a student who's got the dedication, talent, and enthusiasm to doing the things that you have to do to accomplish what he's accomplished in music, you recognize it immediately.
After coming so far, giving back to current music students is important to Egenom.
If they didn't help me out, I wouldn't be where I am today. So it's just a circle of life and being able to pour the knowledge to someone else who's been, poured onto me. Keep that, recycled. Right here.
All while radiating gratefulness and positivity.
If you do it with the right attitude, as I said before, everything falls into place. And that's the thing that really, I try to, not tell people, but show people through the music.
Did you notice how he didn't just wait for success to come his way? He practiced daily, and then he achieved his dream. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and when one family in the Bronx lost their home in a fire, the community came through. So Sheila J. Cody's parents struggled to find the funds to pay for their son's private school tuition. So Principal Moore sprung into action, and she was able to get a majority of Sachila's tuition covered through the Inner City Scholarship Fund.
I feel actually happy because this school is my home. I don't want to leave this school.
Knowing that he's still here, and that's my own personal reward.
Wow, Mrs. Moore gets my Principal of the Year award. Now, break out the hats and gloves. A children's hospital in New York is officially frozen, and this story will melt your heart.
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go.
You know the words. Most children at St. Barnabas Hospital have seen the movie, but never did they think Elsa from Frozen would be standing right in front of their eyes.
I never knew she lives in New York. I like it.
I have a heart.
Kylie McRain surprising children who were feeling under the weather Wednesday.
Sick.
Their parents not feeling much better.
I want to go back home.
Which is why her visit as Elsa even put a smile on their faces.
We had 2 rough nights already, so I think he liked it.
It's kind of the best job ever.
McRain bearing early holiday gifts.
A cape and a hat.
One of more than 1,000 volunteers who dress up in fairy tale costumes.
Can I come say hi?
To brighten the day for children in 200 hospitals across the country.
I get to take a little bit of the scariness away from being in a hospital setting and give them a friend and make them laugh in a time that could be kind of scary.
McRain founded the nonprofit organization A Moment of Magic. The foundation's volunteers are mostly college students who spend time after class heading to hospitals to surprise kids.
I've kind of been able to work with other people to create a different kind of fairy tale.
Let it go.
She hopes her visits can help Dosmar and Michael let go of their pain and worries.
I know that hit you in the feels, but sit tight, I've got a lot more coming your way. Like the touching moment when a Long Island Heart recipient met his donor's family for the very first time.
We are not friends, we are family. Yeah. Thank you.
You're watching On a Positive Note here on News 12 Plus. Don't go anywhere.